Welcome to this session of CT1. In this session, we'll be doing some numerical sums on the present value and the accumulated value of cash flows. In the previous session, we have already seen an introduction on the present value and accumulated value. What is the meaning and what is the difference between the two? In this session, let's try to do some numericals. Look at the first sum. A series of 10 payments is received starting from the 7th year onwards. See, the payment is for 10 periods, but it is going to start from the 7th year. So can I say that from time 0, that means from the present time till the 7th year, can I say there is going to be no payments? I can say that my payment stream is nil or null. Okay. So let's see. We have 10 payments, right? So 7th year, say 10 payments forward, what will it give me? It will give me up till 16th year. I hope you are understanding what I am saying. Because 7th year is included in the 10 years. If 7th year was not included, if it were written after 7 years the payment is starting, so we would have had to go up till 17 years. Since the 7th year is included, if you count your 10 years, it will come till the year 16th. So let's try to understand what they're saying. They're saying that the first payment, where is the first payment? In the 7th year. The first payment is rupees 2064. Okay? And each of the next 4 payments is going to increase by 7.28%. Are you understanding? Each payment is going to be 7.28% greater than the previous one. That means in the 8th year, it will be 7.28% more than the 7th year. In the 9th year, it will be 7.28% more than the 8th year, and so on. This is going to continue till the next 4 years, that means till the 11th year. Okay? And the remainder will increase by 8.88%. The same will, it will increase by this margin over here and by 8.88% in the remaining 5 years. Okay. Find the value of these payments at time t equal to 0. What are they asking you to find? They are asking you to find the present value. Okay. And they have said that the interest rate applicable is at 14.5% per annum effective. Effective, that means the payment with the interest rate will be applied only once for one measurement period. Let's try to see how does the equation chart out for this sum. First of all, the payment is directly given that my first payment is 2064. Okay? But it is not in the present year. It is after 7 years. So to bring the amount of 2064 to my present year, I will have to apply a discounting factor. Okay, with the power 7. Why 7? Because it is 7 years in future. So to bring it back to the present, I need to apply a discounting factor and raise it for every year that it has passed. So that means I have to raise it for the 7 years. Plus, see, we want to know the present value of the entire sum. So we need to add all the payments to get it to the present value. Let's see, they are saying that it will increase by 7.28%. So we have our compounding formula. I can directly multiply my 2064 with 1 plus I. Okay, what is the I with which it is increasing? 7.28%. What is 7.28%? 0.0728 to the power 1. Why? Because एक साल आगे जा रहा है. Okay, and this will be after the 8th year, so the discounting factor will be to the power 8. You can directly write this as 1.0728 also. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now, this was the 7th year, this was the 8th year. Now let us try to look at the 9th year. What will I have in my 9th year? In my 9th year, I have to increase 7.28% of my 8th year. See, this is the payment of my 8th year. What will I have to do? I will have to multiply this entire payment, okay, by 1.0728, that is 7.28%. So pay attention over here. 2064 into 1.0728, this was already the amount. This will increase by 1.0728 times. So I will multiply with 1.0728. Can I not directly say 1.0728 the whole square? Are you understanding? See, what have we done in our compounding interest also? If we want the, if we want the, let us say, the future value and I have the present value, if I want it for 2 years in future, I will multiply it with 1 plus I to the power 2. Now see, 2064 is what I have. Interest rate is common at 7.28%. After 2 years, I can directly say it is 1.0728. No need to multiply it separately. I hope it's clear. Now, which year is this? This is the 9th year. So I will have to apply a discounting factor to the power 9. Okay? Let's see. Up till when will this continue? This has to continue till the 11th year. Now let us try to see. Here, can I say 1.0728 is missing? So I can say 1.0728 to the power 0. जब power 0 था, nu was to the power 7. Nu is to the power 8 and 1.0728 is to the power 1. See, 8 minus 1 is still 7. Nu to the power 9, 1.0728 to the power 2. Once again the subtraction of these both powers is 7. So can I say, I can directly take this, okay, I can directly put dot 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 and I can take it to my 11th year, where it will once again be 2064 into 1.0728. What will be the power over here? See, this is the 11th year. So can I say my discounting factor is raised to the power 11? This is 11. See, we can notice that there is a constant gap of 7 between the two powers. So I can say 7 minus 11 is going to give me 4. You understand me? In the 10th year it is to the power 3. In the 11th year it is to the power 4. If you wanted, you could have directly written down separately to nu to the power 10 also, nu to the power 11 also. But you need to understand these small tricks in order to make large equations, because this is just 5 years over here. In the future sums you will be getting 25 years, 35 years. So you need to know how to establish a relationship between, for such geometric progressions. So let's see. Okay, now this is done up till the 11th year. Then what have they said? They have said that after this, my payment stream is going to increase, my amount of inflow, it is going to increase by 8.88% of the previous amount. What is the previous amount? This is the previous amount. Okay? So, from this, an increase of 8.88%. So what will I get over here? I will write it down separately. See, I can say that this is going to be my first term. Okay? And I have to add it with the second term. I am not showing this separately. I just have done an addition here. I will write it down over here. So for my second term, what am I going to get? I am going to get an 8.88% increase of the previous amount. This was the previous amount. So I will write down 2064 into 1.0728 to the power 4. This has to increase by 8.88%. So I will be multiplying it with 1 plus I. I is 8.88% is nothing but 0.0888. See, make sure there are 3 8 over here. Do not make the mistake of taking only 2. Okay? It will affect your accuracy. So 1 plus I need to multiply this with 1 plus I to get the accumulated value. What is this going to be? 1.0888. I hope this is clear. But since this is in the 12th year, I will need to discount this for 12 years. Okay? Now, what will be the 13th year? Try to see if you can attempt it on your own. You will be getting 2064 into 1.0728 to the power 4. Okay? Into 1.088. But notice, Since it has to increase by once again by 8.88%, okay, just 38 over here. Since this has to increase by 8.88%, I will need to multiply this amount once again with 1.088. I can directly square this over here. And which year will that be? Since this was the 12th year, that will be my 13th year. I will apply discounting factor to the power 13. This has to go on for 16 years, up till 16th year, that means for 5 more years. So what will I be getting? I will be getting 2064 into 1.0728 to the power 5. Okay, because see 13 hai, 3 more years. Add 3 more years and 2, we get 5. Discounting factor will be to the power 16. The addition of this term plus this term is going to give you the present value at time t is equal to 0. Now let's try to understand how to solve this sum, how to solve the calculations. See, if you notice the terms, okay, it is increasing by a common ratio over here. Let's look at the first term. We'll ignore the second term for a while. Let's concentrate on the first term. Can I say that it is increasing at a particular ratio? It is increasing with a multiplicand. Okay, in a ratio. What is the ratio? See, every time I have asked the ratio, the very first answer I get is, sir, the ratio is 1.0728. So see 1.0728 here, again multiplied with 1.0728, again multiplied with 1.0728. It is not the correct answer. See, because apart from 1.0728, it is also being multiplied with the discounting factor nu. एक न्यू भी मल्टीप्लाई एक्स्ट्रा हुआ, इधर भी न्यू एक्स्ट्रा मल्टीप्लाई हुआ. In every term, every forward term, every consecutive next term is being multiplied with 1.0728 as well as a new, that is our discounting factor. So my R, my ratio is nothing but 1.0728 into the discounting factor nu. Okay, what is the value of nu? We have nu is equal to 1 upon 1 plus I, where I is our 14.5%, that means 0.145. Discounting factor, if you use your calculators, you will be getting a value of 0.8733. You can put this value 1 upon 1 plus 0.145. See, do not make the mistake of putting 14.5 plus 1. It is 14.5% and your 14.5% is nothing but 14.5 upon 100, which will give you 0.145. I hope it is absolutely clear. Okay? So, we have the discounting factor. So this is the R, this is the ratio. What is the formula for the summation of a geometric progression? The formula is, you take your first term, you multiply it with 1 minus R, that is the ratio, raised to the power n. कितने terms तक geometric progression जा रहा है? Upon 1 minus R. This is the formula of your geometric progression. Okay. So, what will I be getting over here as my equation? I will be getting my first term as 2064 nu power 7. Do not forget this nu power 7. It is also part of your term. So, do not forget that. Make sure. You will be getting the term as 2064 nu power 7 into, this is our A, okay, 1 minus R. So 1 minus, what is my R? 1.0728 nu, 1.0728 nu, and it will be raised, okay, to which power n? How many n do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 years increase ho raha hai na? See, from 7 to 11. 7th is also there. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. 5 years increase hai. I will raise this entirely to the power 5. Some students make the mistake, they just write 5. So they increase nu with the power and forget to increase this. Your entire R is being raised to the power 5. R includes both these terms. So make sure when you are using your calculator, you will use both these terms. In your calculators, you can directly multiply 1.0728 into 0.8733 to get what is your R. Okay? So now all you need to do is subtract 1 minus R, that is once again 1.0728, a to the power into multiplied by mu to the power 1. Why? Because in the geometric progression formula there is no power over here. It's always raised to the power 1. Okay? So what was this? This was my first term. Okay, this was for the first 5 years. I've used this only for 5 years. Now to go for the next 5 years. What will be my value? What is my first term, my A? My geometric progression is starting from here. So this entirely is my first term. I hope it is clear. See, because 2064 into 1.0728 was taken from this and this is our increase, the discounting factor. You have to make sure that you are taking everything into account. So you can write down the A is 2064 into 1.0728 to the power 4 into 1.0888 into nu to the power 12. This was your first term. Now this is going to be multiplied with what? 1 minus r power n, but wait a second, the r is not 1.0728 nu. That was the ratio for your first. See, these are both different geometric progressions. ये अलग geometric progression है, ये अलग geometric progression है. Are you understanding? So इसको अलग से compute करना है, इसको अलग से compute करना है. By computing this, what is my power? What is the multiplicand? It is 1.0888 as well as the discounting factor nu. So it will be 1.0888. Okay, as well as the discounting factor. This is also for 5 years, so this will be raised to the power 5 divided by 1 minus 1.0888 discounting factor. Close this bracket and you have completed simplifying both the terms into a geometric progression. Using your scientific calculators, you can get the final answer for both these amounts. The first term will be equal to 3526.21. How did we get this answer? Right. And the second term will come to about 2651.54. Okay, I hope this is very clear. Now you can go to your calculators and you can add both these terms. You will be getting an answer of 6177.24. Okay, I hope this is absolutely clear.